just tell him I rose up. I'm a survivor. Fight for my life. Coming back stronger. I will rise. I'm a survivor. Fight for my life. Coming back stronger.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel and welcome to my EFL Championship predictions for Week 3. Before we get into predictions, guys, please be sure to hit the like button and subscribe to this channel. We're only a few subscribers away from that 300 subscriber mark. So thank you guys so much for the support. It genuinely does mean the world to me. So last week I didn't do too great with my predictions. I only got a score of 5. Not too great, which takes my overall score up to 11, which is actually okay, but I need to do better. Let's see if I can get more predictions right this time round. Kicking things off on Friday night, where we have Derby County versus Bristol City. I feel like it's going to be a very, very good match. You know, Bristol City got a 0-0 draw at home to Charlton, which is pretty expectable because it's understandable because Charlton are very, very good defensively. So I could see Charlton getting something against Bristol City, but I thought Bristol City would win, but unfortunately not. You know, it's still a point at least. You know, at least it's not a loss. Derby, on the other hand, had a bonkers game against Coventry, 5-3 defeat. What a crazy game that was. But Derby being back at home, I feel like they could get the job done this time round, and for their sake, hopefully they don't let 5 goals in this time round and actually pull off the result that they want. So yeah, I'm going to go with very close 1-0 win for Derby, and for their sake, hope that they get the result that they need. So yeah, 1-0 Derby for me. Next, we go to the Valley as Charlton Athletic host Leicester City. Could be an interesting match, this one. Charlton, again, very good defensively. Leicester, one of the parachute payment teams, looking to go straight back up to the Premier League. But as of right now, we still don't know the points deduction that they're going to get. Last week, they did lose out to Preston North End in a 2-1 defeat. Not the best result for Leicester. You know, their youngster, Jeremy Monga, did score in that game. He's only 16 years old. How crazy is that? A 16-year-old scoring in a senior match. That is insane. But yeah, very, very much well done for Jeremy Monga. You know, very proud of him. I feel like he's going to make some really good moves when he starts his actual career. You know, I know he's starting his senior career, but once he hits his 20s, I think he's going to be a very good player. On the other hand, Charlton again got the 0-0 draw against Bristol City. I think that's a very good result for them. You know, Bristol City were very good last season, and they got a 4-1 away win at Sheffield United. So you'd think Bristol City was going to beat them, but no, Charlton held on and got a 0-0 draw, which is very good. However, this time round, I feel like Leicester will push for Charlton, but I feel like with Charlton being very good defensively, I feel like they're going to hold Leicester to a draw, and I can see I'm going to go with another 0-0 draw for Charlton here. I feel like both teams are going to go at it. Charlton going to be very good defensively again. Leicester going to go at Charlton, but because of how good Charlton are when it comes to defending, I feel like they're going to keep Leicester out of the goals. So yeah, I'm going to go with 0-0 for this one. Next up, we go to Hull City versus Blackburn Rovers. I feel like this one could be very, very tight. Hull City, last time out in the Championship, got a 3-2 win over Oxford. What a bonkers game that is. Why didn't I put the bonus point on that one? I should have put a bonus point on that one because obviously I would have gotten 4 points from it. But, you know, I didn't know that was going to happen, did I? At least I still got a point for it. I did predict Hull to win, which still gives me 1 point, but I didn't predict 3-2, like my lord. Blackburn, on the other hand, unfortunately lost very painfully in the final minute against Birmingham City. This one's difficult to call because Hull can be very good, but also they can be quite poor. Blackburn, I feel like they want to get those points on the board now. I feel like that defeat later on against Birmingham is going to probably light a fire in them, and they're probably going to go right at it against Hull City. But I don't think that either of them are going to get 3 points. I feel like they're both going to get a draw. I'm only going to go with a 1-1 draw. I feel like both teams could win, but I'm only going to call it down the middle. So yeah, 1-1 for me. Next up, we go to Swansea City versus Watford. Feel like this could be a very close match. Both teams coming out with wins last week. Swansea City getting a 1-0 win over Sheffield United. Very good result for them. It's a big result as well. It's going to put a statement for their team. And Watford got a 2-1 win over QPR. So both teams are going to come into this match with a lot of confidence. However, I am going to edge it towards Swansea. I feel like at home they were quite good against Sheffield United. And Watford, I feel like their home form is going to be better than their away form this season. So it's difficult to call, but I'm going to go with Swansea 2, Watford 1. I feel like it could be very close, but I'm going to edge it to Swansea. Next up, we've got Birmingham City versus Oxford United. Now, I feel like with Birmingham at home, they're going to get the majority of their points there. Oxford, that's 2 defeats in a row for them now. Not looking good for them. 1-0 defeat at home to Pompey, and then a 3-2 away defeat against Hull City. So their confidence is going to be very low coming into this against a Birmingham City side that are looking very strong so far this season. You know, they're unbeaten in all competitions so far, and with Birmingham being at home, I can only see Birmingham getting the win here. I think Oxford could give Birmingham a good game, but I feel like Birmingham with the home crowd behind them, with the role that they're on right now, with the whole undefeated in all competitions so far, I feel like Birmingham will win this. So I'm going to go Birmingham 3, Oxford 1. I feel like Birmingham will win quite comfortably here. Next up, we go to the CBS Arena as Coventry City host Queen's Park Rangers. Now, Coventry City with a bonkers win over Derby County, winning 5-3, so their confidence is going to be sky high coming into this match. QPR coming off of a defeat against Watford 2-1. Not a great result, but you know, I do still think QPR might do quite well this season and finish around mid-table. But with them going away to Coventry, with the Coventry's confidence being sky high after that bonkers result against Derby, I feel like Coventry will get back-to-back wins here. So I'm going to go with Coventry 2, QPR 0. I feel like Coventry will keep a clean sheet, and yeah, I think that's going to be back-to-back wins for Coventry for me. Next up, we go to Carrow Road as Norwich City host Middlesbrough. Oh, this could be a very, very good matchup. You know, both teams coming off the back of really good results as well. You know, Norwich beating Pompey 2-1 away at Fratton Park. That's a very good result because Pompey are difficult to beat at Fratton Park, actually. And Middlesbrough, where did that come from? 3-0 win away at Millwall. What a bonkers result that is for them as well. So both teams coming into this match with a lot of confidence. Norwich being at home, so I feel like Norwich will have the home advantage. I feel like people will probably edge towards Norwich more. But I'm going to call it down the middle. I feel like when both teams are at their best, with both teams coming off the back of some wins, I feel like it could be very, very tight by that point. So I'm going to go with a 1-1 draw. I feel like Norwich might take the lead, but Middlesbrough will get one back later on. So yeah, 1-1 for me. Next, we go to Deepdale as Preston take on Ipswich Town. Now, I feel like this could be a very close matchup. Preston coming off the back of a win over Leicester, which is going to be a very good result. Very, very good result for them. So their confidence is going to be quite high. Ipswich, on the other hand, coming off the back of a draw against my team, Southampton at Portman Road. So I feel like this match could be a lot closer. I feel like Ipswich might be able to get something here. I feel like they've got more togetherness than Leicester do at this point. I feel like Ipswich might take the game to Preston and make it a very, very close match. So I'm only going to go with a 1-1 draw for this match as well. I feel like Preston might give Ipswich a good game like they did with Leicester, but because Ipswich are much more together, if that makes sense, they're much more gelled than Leicester are, then I feel like Ipswich will give Preston only a draw. So yeah, 1-1 for me. Next up, we go to Sheffield United being at home against Millwall. Now, both teams coming off the back of some defeats. Sheffield United lost away at Swansea and Millwall lost at home to Middlesbrough 3-0. So not a very good result for both. Now, here, I feel like Sheffield United have to get something. Otherwise, alarm bells are going to be ringing and it's going to be very worrying for them with the upcoming fixtures. I feel like they will get better, but at the moment they look very, very poor. I feel like Millwall being much more direct, much more they much more they press a lot more than Sheffield United do. But with Sheffield United being at home, I feel like this is where they desperately need to get something, at least 1 point or preferably 3, because of Sheffield United fans would love 3 points, but I feel like this one is where they have to get something, and I'm going to go with it. I'm going to go with Sheffield United 2, Millwall 1. I feel like Sheffield United really need to get something here. Otherwise, it's going to be very worrying. Next up, we go to St Mary's as Southampton, my team, take on Stoke City. Now, Stoke City currently sit top of the table after beating Sheffield Wednesday away 3-0. Very good result for them. Even though people will say that Sheffield Wednesday are in a bit of a crisis at the moment, but Stoke City is still a good result to beat someone 3-0. So, yeah, still top of the table, so it's a very good result for Stoke City. My team, Southampton, drew 1-1 away at Ipswich, and I will happily take that. That's one of the hardest fixtures out the way, so we can now move forwards. And I will be there, guys, so please be sure to look out for the matchday vlog coming out this weekend. This one's difficult because Stoke are top of the table, so their confidence is going to be very high. But we'll still we've been much better defensively, if that makes sense. We've only conceded 2 goals so far this season, 1 at home to Wrexham and 1 away at Ipswich, and we didn't concede any against Northampton in the Carabao Cup. But I feel like with us being at home, I feel like I've got more confidence with us being at home and away. And I know Stoke City are going to be pushing us, but I'm going to go with a 2-0 win for Southampton. I feel like we can get the job done and hopefully keep a clean sheet this time. So yeah, 2-0 win for Saints for me. What do you guys think on that one? Next up, we go to West Brom versus Portsmouth. Now, I feel like I can only see one winner here. I feel like Portsmouth will give West Brom a good game. However, they did come off the back of a 2-1 defeat at home to Norwich. Very poor, bit of a poor result for Portsmouth because their performances are much more better at home than they are away. West Brom coming off the back of a 3-2 away win at Wrexham, so I feel like West Brom will get the win here, and I don't see Pompey getting anything this time. West Brom, I'm going to go with West Brom 3, Portsmouth 1. I feel like West Brom will come and give a good game against Portsmouth. I feel like West Brom will get 3 wins from 3. So yeah, 3-1 to West Brom for me. Next up, we come to the final game of the weekend. It's Wrexham versus Sheffield Wednesday. Now, again, I can only see one winner here. Sheffield Wednesday are in a mess. Wrexham looking really good despite their 2 defeats, and I feel like this is where Wrexham get their first 3 points on the board in the Championship. I'm going to go with 2-0 Wrexham. They're at home. It's difficult to go and get points at Wrexham, even though West Brom did do that to them last week, but Wrexham are always good at home. They always score at home, and like I say, I hope Sheffield Wednesday get their club sorted out, but I can only see one winner here, and that's Wrexham. So yeah, 2-0 for me. And yeah, guys, that wraps up my Championship predictions for Week 3. I hope you've all enjoyed. Please be sure to hit the like button, subscribe to this channel, and as always, share your thoughts and predictions in the comments down below. And yeah, the fixtures are in the description, so you can just copy and paste. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. See you later, guys.